Hello everyone, welcome to Mastermind. Today let us learn about important environment news of last year, that is 2023 in this part of the video. So there will be four parts for this series and this is the first part of the series. So let us start with the first important environment news of 2023, that is ozone layer recovery. Ozone layer recovery. So there has been a study which has explained that the ozone layer is on the path to recovery. So the report source is various scientific organizations, including UNEP. Please note down that it is a UNEP backed or supported report. And what is the name of the report? The scientific assessment. Please note this down. This could be asked scientific assessment of ozone depletion 2022. Please note it down. Scientific assessment of ozone depletion 2022. This indicates that ozone layer over Antarctica will be recovered by 2066, while ozone layer on Arctic region will be recovered by 2045. So, what does this report say? This report, first of all, indicates that the ozone layer is on a trajectory towards complete recovery within the next 4 decades. Within next 40 years, ozone layer will be recovered completely. That is what the report says. This is a very, very big news because there has always been concerns regarding ozone layer and the ozone hole. However, now the recent report indicates that it is going to recover within the next 4 decades or 40 years, and it will be recovered by 2066 over Antarctica, while it will be recovered by 2045 over Arctic region. So why is this? Why is this positive trend? We need to know that this positive trend is because of a landmark agreement called as Montreal Protocol. This positive trend is attributed to the significant impact of the Montreal Protocol, and this particular protocol is also regarded as the most successful treaty. It is also regarded as one of the most successful global treaties. Most successful global treaties. So, what does this say? It is a global agreement enacted in the year 1987. However, it came into force in the year 1989. So, this particular protocol enacted in 1987 to phase out ODS, ozone depleting substances or ozone depleting chemicals. So, significant impact in curbing. This particular protocol has played a significant impact or pivotal role in curbing harmful substance releases and contributing to the ozone layer restoration. So, you need to know about the Montreal Protocol. It was enacted in 1987. It is one of the most successful global treaties. It came into effect in 1989. Furthermore, in order to add or in order to accelerate the momentum of conservation of ozone layer, a very important 20 section amendment was also made, and this particular amendment is also known as Kigali Amendment. Very, very important. You need to know this. Kigali Amendment. What is Kigali Amendment? It is a significant treaty because addresses the problem of hydrofluorocarbons. Hydrofluorocarbons. So, what does Montreal Protocol say? It wanted to phase out the ozone depleting chemicals. Which are the ozone depleting chemicals? Chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, are the major ozone depleting substances, and CFCs are used in refrigerator, air conditioners, etc. So after Montreal Protocol was laid out, the countries were mandated to replace CFCs or phase out the use of chlorofluorocarbons. In order to do this, countries started using HFCs, that is hydrofluorocarbons. Hydrofluorocarbons became effective replacement for chlorofluorocarbons. However, the hydrofluorocarbons were not impacting the ozone layer, but they became significant greenhouse gases. They are considered as significant greenhouse gases. So, even though HFCs do not cause ozone layer depletion, they are super greenhouse gases and they contribute towards global warming. Very, very important. HFCs contribute towards global warming. So, in order to address this problem by hydrofluorocarbons, Kigali Agreement or Kigali Amendment was made. Kigali Amendment was made in 2016 and it is a legally binding agreement between the signatories. It sets different targets for countries depending upon the states of development, different socio-economic constraints to phase out HFCs. To phase out HFCs. So it holds the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities as well. Therefore, this is about Montreal Protocol and the Kigali Amendment in 2016. The report Scientific Assessment of Ozone Depletion 2022 also notes that the Kigali Amendment has been instrumental in addressing potent greenhouse gases and it is also playing major role in potential prevention of up to zero point 0.5 degrees Celsius of global warming by 2100. So what is our aim? Our aim is to prevent 2-degree centigrade rise of global warming. So 1.5 degrees is a practical target, but we are achieving or we are trying to achieve 2 degrees centigrade of global warming prevention by 2100. But by Kigali Amendment alone, the potential prevention of up to zero point 0.5 degrees centigrade of global warming could be achieved. And this particular point has been noted in Scientific Assessment of Ozone Depletion 2022. So again, this is very, very important. So the collaborative efforts under the Montreal Protocol contribute to broader environmental goals. Though Montreal Protocol is for conserving ozone layer, it is also having broader environmental goals. That is, it is also helping mitigate the impact of climate change. So, international cooperation is extremely necessary. Effectiveness has been highlighted in addressing environmental challenges, and there is optimistic outlook for ozone layer recovery as nations are implementing measures outlined in agreements like the Montreal Protocol, Vienna Convention, Kigali Amendment, etc. So this is a very important news, environment news of 2023, and you people should know about this. And we have also given completely about ozone layer and how tropospheric and stratospheric ozone differs in one of the articles that has been published in Exam Mastermind. Please refer to that article as well. Now, let us look at the second important environment news of 2023 in this video. So, there has been a landmark resolution on climate justice. In a significant development, United Nations General Assembly has approved a resolution that has been widely applauded by most of the advocates around the world. What is this resolution? So, the resolution is asking the International Court of Justice opinion on countries' legal obligation to address climate change and potential legal repercussions. That means the United Nations General Assembly has sought for an opinion from the International Court of Justice asking whether the countries have legal obligations. Legal, that is, whether they are bound by law to address climate change. And if they fail to address climate change, should they be subjected to any punishment or should it have any legal ramifications for the countries failing to address climate change or acting irresponsibly towards climate change? So this particular resolution was proposed by a country called Vanuatu. Very, very important. Please note it down. Vanuatu proposed this resolution. And why Vanuatu? Because Vanuatu is frequently battered by cyclones and other climate change related phenomena. So therefore, Vanuatu wanted to propose this resolution asking International Court of Justice opinion whether countries are legally bound to address climate change, and in case they fail to address the climate change or if they show careless attitude towards climate change issues, should there be any legal ramifications or repercussions? So, okay, fine. Now, United Nations General Assembly has asked for opinion from the International Court of Justice. If International Court of Justice provides an opinion, so will it have any legal force? No, it will not have any binding legal force. The opinion of the International Court of Justice will not have any legal force, but it is expected to carry moral authority and some legal weight. What happens when International Court of Justice says that countries should act to tackle climate change? Then it will bring some moral force. It will have some moral authority, not legal, but moral force to tackle or act against climate change. So this will make the countries morally responsible, not legally responsible, to tackle or fight against climate change. Why this particular resolution has gained significance? Because there is a global surge in utilizing legal avenues to compel governments and businesses to take action on climate change. Recently, more than twofold increase in climate related lawsuits. There have been many lawsuits or many petitions addressing the climate change, or the inability to address the climate change of governments have been challenged by the people in many courts across the world. So, and this particular phenomena has increased twofold. Now, cases pertaining to climate change have increased manifold. They have doubled since 2017. Since 2017, as reported by UNEP. So, when this is the situation, then the governments across the world should try to deal with it in a legal way. So, in order to make that, an opinion has been sought by the United Nations General Assembly from International Court of Justice. This trend also highlights the growing global demand for accountability and action. So, this also signifies that there is demand for accountability as well as action in tackling or combating climate change, with the resolution adding a layer of legal scrutiny to the responsibility of nations in addressing the urgent global challenge. So, this resolution is trying to bring a legal dimension to the responsibilities of nations. Now, a layer of legal scrutiny will also appear in the actions of the governments across the world to tackle climate change. So, for this reason, it becomes extremely important or necessary to know about this particular concept. And please remember that this particular resolution was proposed by Vanuatu. So this is all about two important news in this video. Please note this down and also try to solve the multiple choice questions given on the same topic. Thank you.